It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. Mr. Gareth A. Davies. We've just seen two aesthetically looking monsters weigh in, face off, and everyone's excited.
I've got a question for the chief of Boxing King Media. It's from one of the fans, one of the comments. Tell me what it is you find aesthetically pleasing about the two men mountains, Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou.
I think they both look like how most men would probably dream of looking. And I think that's a fair comment. If anyone disagrees, let us know.
Got another question from the fans that's come in. Who would you rather look like, Francis Ngannou or Anthony Joshua?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. You know what? I'm going to say Ngannou. You know why? Because I think AJ is like bulkier, and I think Ngannou's leaner. I prefer the lean look.
I think Anthony Joshua looks leaner and longer, and I go for taller. I'm going for Anthony Joshua. Who wins out of me and the boss of Boxing King Media? He's Ngannou and I'm Joshua. There's jeopardy in this fight. You got any questions?
They're going to think you lost the plot there, Gareth. But I've got some questions. This one, I think, is best answered because a lot of people say this, and obviously we're in Saudi, so there is no paraphernalia here. People reckon Gareth's high on paraphernalia all the time.
Gareth's high on paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the kind of paraphernalia we've got around here is energy, life force. Oh no, not shisha. No, it's just the exquisite nature of being involved in the fight industry, and these are just such thrilling days. I mean, this was a thrilling weigh-in today. Great atmosphere. Athletes at the peak of their powers. The height differential between Nick Ball and Ray Vargas was fascinating. Like 5'3" versus 6 foot, and it was about to kick off, like big time, and I love it. I love the way Joshua and Ngannou carry themselves. It is the rumble in Riyadh. It does. I romanticize about it. It is similar. I know that Francis is out of Cameroon. He's had his journey to France. He's moved to America. And obviously he's a proud Cameroonian, but Anthony Joshua's a proud Nigerian as well as being British. The heritage is amazing, and it feels like a return to the Rumble in the Jungle, but it's in Riyadh. It's a mega event. It's a monstrosity of an event. And there's still jeopardy on Joshua, even though Ngannou's only had technically one pro boxing match, but because of what he did against Fury, you're just fascinated as to what's going to play out in this. It's a great day today. Zhili Zhang, 20 stone, 11 pounds he was. And he doesn't look really fat and flabby, does he? Big guy. Joseph Parker, for me, can win that if he boxes cleverly. But yeah, it's a great event. Feels amazing.
It sure does. Before we jump into, I've got one more question for you because we went from paraphernalia to boxers.
Oh, sorry. No, well, the paraphernalia is the fire that's lit under this overarching Super League for boxing here at the moment.
There you go. Is Gareth a new bass player in the Rolling Stones?
No, but I wouldn't mind being.
Gareth
like
is
piano anyway.
Well, I like this one. I reckon this is true. Gareth is the type of man who always goes in for an extra kiss. I think that's true because I saw it firsthand the other day. I won't say on camera. One of the media people, I saw you going for 2 kisses.
One of the media people?
Yeah, one of the media people. You gave. I think she was expecting one. You gave her 2 kisses.
A bit more European with the air kisses, you mean? Yeah, I just thought it was like.
They were not air kisses. There were definitely 2 kisses, Gareth.
Do you watch me that closely then?
You stood next to me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Gareth definitely does go in for an extra kiss.
I think it's more cultured.
Yeah, fair play. Unless you kiss the wrong person twice.
What's the culture that does it 3 times?
I think Italians.
I don't go in for a third. It's a little bit too forward.
Very fruity, mate. So let's go.
Is that it for the?
No. Yeah, we'll move on to the boxing
no,
stuff.
that's what I mean. Can I relax now?
Yeah.
And talk about boxing? Yeah.
Talk about boxing. we've spoken about the show in depth. Let's talk about Conor Benn and Manny Pacquiao. We saw him storm the stage minutes after AJ and Ngannou walked off. What did you make of that? Because there's some comments online, people are saying, "What's going on here?" What? Because people, there's a fight going on, but
Well, you should know because you're one of the people that stormed the stage with them.
that's actually true.
Yeah, I watched you trying to kiss 2 kisses with everyone as you went by. Well, I mean, they got people excited at a lunch yesterday. Manny Pacquiao turned up. He's a guest of His Excellency. We understand they've been in talks today to make the Pacquiao and Conor Benn fight. I'm hearing it's not over the line yet. There's still a bit to go. It's a good fight for Conor. But what I make of the noise? Well, I don't really scurry around in that way because you've got to get the footage because it's all important. But I watched it all. I was chatting with Michael Buffer at the time. We wondered what all the consternation was about because Michael doesn't get hurried anywhere. In fact, I was stood with Michael because I was literally about 30 people. I was standing with Michael. I wanted to make sure he didn't fall off the stage at the edge there. So, yeah, I think it's great. It's a great fight for Conor Benn if it happens. Manny Pacquiao's 20 years older, almost way past his best, a legend in the sport and in politics in the Philippines, renowned as a Maharlikan.
What does that mean?
One of the great kings of old in the Filipino tribes. They were tribal gods, and he's seen as a tribal god. They were a race of demigods, and he's seen as a Maharlikan because of the way he's lived his life. I mean, you know, again, talk about the Francis Ngannou story. Manny Pacquiao is very, very similar in lots of ways. Irrepressible in every single way, shape or form. I'm trying to remember when I first saw him. I reckon it was early but I've probably known Manny, how long is it? It's probably nearly 20 years. So extraordinary man, extraordinary career, but it's very good matchmaking to get Conor Benn in the ring with him because he is way past his best.
I just spoke to Dave Coleman and Frank Smith, and obviously Frank's saying it's a different type of fight, it appeals to a different market. You know, gave some reasons as to why it's the right fight to make for Conor, because it brings in a new audience.
Yeah.
But do you give Manny any chance at all in this fight? Because don't forget, the man has an incredible skill set, and he was still kind of fighting at a good level up until 2-3 years ago. I know we haven't seen him since.
Well, he's a southpaw. Well, but he hadn't looked great in his exhibition bouts. He's a very powerful southpaw, but age is so important in boxing. And Conor Benn, you know, is going to come at you and be vicious and be fast and have hand speed. And I don't, unless Manny's being elusive, and he's not. He's an aggressive, come forwards, counter-punching, exchanging fighter. So it's a great matchmaking for Conor Benn. I don't see him beating Conor Benn any way, shape or form. But the vim and vigour under the event will really elevate it to a big event. Wherever it happens, whether it's here or in the UK or wherever. We're still waiting for that appeal to be finalised, of course.
What? Because you're in there now with the boxing board. Why are we not hearing about this? Because it seems like surely it's a simple decision whether we're going to uphold it or we're just going to go on into another case or something.
Yeah, well, Eddie Hearn, I spoke to, it wasn't off the record, it was at lunch a couple of days ago, and it might have been yesterday. I lost track of the days a little bit, but he was saying that, you know, he heard 6 weeks ago that it'd be 2 more weeks, and they haven't heard any more. I said, "Are you pressing it?" Excuse me. I said, "Are you pressing it?" He said, "No, we're just waiting to hear." I think they'll come to an agreement. The key is whether the Boxing Board of Control are going to agree to give him a British licence to box with if he's exonerated from the appeal, or whether he's going to box out. I think it's a Texas licence he's got at the moment, isn't it? So that's going to be the key. Eddie said he wants him to box under a British licence, but why would they have got them out here if they're not going to do the fight out here? That's what it all seems to indicate towards.
Do you want it to happen?
Yeah. It's a fight. Whenever you hear a fight announced, you know your reaction to it, and it'll do numbers. There's no question about it. Manny Pacquiao's a huge star. Conor Benn's a big name. but it's not. I don't think it's a really difficult fight for him.
Well, moving on from that fight, we've also got announced today. There's not any clearance on what it is, but Mike Tyson is coming back to fight Jake Paul. What do you make of that?
Well, I don't want to call Mike Tyson an exhibition bout because, the guy's an idol. He's the most famous living boxer. Simple as that. He's the most well-known living boxer on earth. And I think we all just want to see him knock out Jake Paul, and so you're going to watch it. Whether he does or not is another thing. I mean, he's nearly 60. Jake Paul is a 26-year-old man, 27, very strong. He's not fit to lace Mike's boots, frankly, is he? And then everyone would agree with that. But there's something about the marketing of this that works. I'm not going to sit here and denigrate Mike Tyson getting a great payday. And it will do massive numbers. You've got, as I say, the most famous boxer on earth, living, against the biggest marketeer from YouTube, from the YouTube channels, who can box a bit. So, I was surprised by the announcement. It got us all busy again, didn't it? Suddenly, just minutes before this, or an hour before this press conference tonight, this weigh-in tonight. So,
Do you reckon that was deliberate?
oh yeah, of course. Timing, everything as deliberate as Manny Pacquiao and Conor Benn being here as well. Totally.
Last thing I want to speak to you about, Gareth, is Chantel Cameron. I've never got a chance to speak to Eddie about this, but we've seen she's put a tweet out saying that she was offered less money than both of the fights that she's had with Katie Taylor, but she still accepted it. However, Katie's now going to have a keep busy fight.
What, in between?
Apparently so.
Oh, so they're delaying. I thought it was going to be in May. It's not going to be in May. It's later now. Okay. Well, that's business, isn't it? I'm surprised. I mean, my reaction to it is I think they've had two fantastic fights. Very close.
Got it.
And they'll have taken a business decision on this. Maybe they wanted a bigger venue. Maybe they're waiting for an Amanda Serrano. He wants the Amanda Serrano fight. They're looking at America, apparently. I think they might go. I mean, they'd be great in Puerto Rico, wouldn't it? Oh, that would be nice. Getting used to the heat. Yeah, it's business. I mean, I do feel it for Chantel because, she deserves a third fight, and she deserves a great payday. There's no question about it. Two very, very close fights. But business is being made here. I mean, that's all I can really say on it.
Definitely so. That's it, really. I think we'll catch up tomorrow after the fight.
Feel rinsed anyway.
The food smells nice. Can you smell the food?
Yeah. I'm going out for dinner now, and then to a little shisha lounge, nightclub shisha lounge in the city.
Oh, yeah. Nightclub in Riyadh.
Nightclub in Riyadh. Yeah, but it's like late night club, shisha, steak, and a little virgin mojito.
Good stuff. Well, Gareth A. Davies, thank you for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you towards your goals.